Hi, this is Francisco talking to you from Cacia, Portugal. Um, I'm recording this because some of you asked about my ideas regarding the Argentine offering of Super Etendard fighters for Ukraine. So I decided to give. I made this video in Portuguese, but I decided to give you the same ideas but in English, so other people can also listen to them. And well, this is an interesting topic because let's just start by talking about the Ukrainian Air Force and their fighter force, especially because they've been depending of Soviet era jets, um, and they've been in serious numerical disadvantage because they were working what they had, and the Russian Air Force is still one of the largest in the world. So, what do the Ukrainians have? They have the Sukhoi 25, which is a ground attack plane, a simple aircraft that takes some weapons to drop on enemy targets. They have the Su-24, which has been one of the most useful aircraft they have because it's large, it's very fast, can carry a lot of weapons. So it has been one of the prime platforms to drop the Scalp and Storm Shadow missiles. Then you have the Su-27, which is a air superiority fighter that can do some seas operations and some small air-to-ground stuff. Then you have the MiG-29, a small jet, basically the Soviet version of the F-16, although a bit more limited. But it has been the workhorse of the Ukrainians. And during the last couple of years, the Ukrainians have been receiving some planes to complement their air force. They have received the MiG-29s from Poland, Slovenia, and it is said that they had a lot of Su-24s in storage that the Polish were updated. So, lots of bikes here. That the Polish updated so they can keep using them, but these numbers are all limited. So what this means is that with time, with attrition, they will run out of aircraft. So President Zelensky has been working to gain some F-16s for the Ukrainian Air Force, and that has been working, but the numbers are still very low. They wanted around between 100 and 200 aircraft, and they are going to receive just a small percentage of that. Recently, President Macron of France offered Mirage 2000s to the Ukrainians, which is a very capable aircraft. It's also equivalent to the F-16. It's a small jet that can take a wide variety of weapons. They are especially good in strike operations, so they can complement or even eventually replace Su-24s if offered in enough numbers. There was also a conversation about the Gripen from Sweden. Although I will be honest, when they started to talk about Ukrainian pilots going to Sweden to train for Swedish jets, I immediately thought that they were actually training for the mini AWACS that the Swedish produce, and apparently that was the case. So they're going to receive a couple of those. But then comes the Argentinians offering the Super Etendards very recently, like around 5 of them. So this is strange because in the context of the Ukrainian operations, again, they have these numerical issues, but the main problem is that these jets are really old. They were made in the 70s, and although they have a really good service life at the hands of the Argentinians and the Iraqis during the 80s, those times are already way past them. So we have these ancient jets that can be quite dangerous for navies, because in the hands of the Argentinians and the Iraqis, they destroy a lot of boats. But the thing is, what use do they have in the very dangerous Ukrainian battle space? So they can be used to complement the Su-25s, as a light attack aircraft, but in such a contested airspace, they will be easy targets. So what else? Can they be used as advanced trainers for pilots that came from basic training and now they are adapting to fast jets? It's an option. But then again, in those small numbers and such a simple aircraft for this kind of war, it raises lots of questions about what will they do with them. My theory is that it's just a tool for Buenos Aires to enter in the discussion with the other world powers and gain the possibility to sit at the same table as them. Essentially, it's a political tool to favor future discussions of not only of weaponry for Ukraine, but maybe most importantly of economic deals, because the Argentine economy is in really dire straits. So gain allies and start discussing future economic deals and projects may be the way to go on this, and maybe why they are offering this kind of stuff, because tactically I don't see much use for such old jets.